经典演说篇我们回顾一下第87集不爱江山爱美人，这故事太有名了我们复习一下，念一下意思。我们在前面第87集讲过了只念一下，复习一下。At long last, I'm able to say a few words of my own. I have never wanted to withhold anything, but until now, it has not been constitutionally possible for me to speak. A few hours ago, I discharged my last duty as a king and emperor. And now that I have been succeeded by my brother, the Duke of York, my first words must be to declare my allegiance to him. This I do with all my heart. You all know the reasons which have impelled me to renounce the throne. But I want you to understand that in the making up my mind, I did not forget the country or the empire, which as Prince of Wales and Lily as king, I have for 25 years tried to serve. But you must believe me when I tell you that I have found it impossible to carry the heavy burden of responsibility and to discharge my duties as keen as I would wish to do without the help and support of the woman I love. And I want you to know the decision I have made has been mine and mine alone. This was a thing I had to judge entirely for myself. The other reason most nearly concerned to try up to last to persuade me to take a different course. I have made this the most serious decision of my life, only upon a single thought of what would, in the end, be best for all. This decision has been made less difficult to me by the sure knowledge that my brother, with his long training in the public affairs of this country and with his fine qualities, will be able to take my place forthwith without interruption or injury to life and progress to the empire. And he has one matchless blessing, enjoyed by so many of you, and now bestowed on me a happy home with his wife and children. During these hard days, I've been comforted by Her Majesty, my mother, and by my family. The ministers of the Crown, and in particular Mr. Bowen, the Prime Minister, have always treated me with full consideration. There has never been any constitutional difference between me and them, and between me and the Parliament. Bred in the constitutional tradition by my father, I should never have allowed any such issue to arise. Even since I was Prince of Wales, and later on when I occupied the throne, I have been treated with the greatest kindness by all classes of the people, wherever I have lived or journeyed throughout the empire. For that I am very grateful. I know quite altogether public affairs, and I lay down my burden. It may be some time before I return to my native land, but I shall always follow the fortunes of the British race and empire with profound interest. And if at any time in the future I can be found of service to His Majesty in a private station, I shall not fail. And now we all have a new king. I wish him and you, his people, happiness and prosperity with all my heart. God bless you all. God save the king. Edward 8th, December 11th, 1936. 这期回顾到这里。